Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dig into the corporate world's dirty laundry. Today we're cracking open a filing that's a bit like a financial breakup letter. Let's see who's getting dumped. Scroll Unity to Caustic Scroll, we're diving into an 8K report from IMAC Holdings. An 8K is basically a corporate RO moment, a report companies file when something significant happens that investors need to know about right away. This one is dated March 24, 2025. Scroll item US 3 North 1 scroll tiv. The headline here is pretty blunt. Notice of delisting or failure to satisfy a continued listing rule or standard. Transfer of listing. In plain English, IMAC Holdings is getting kicked off the Nasdaq stock exchange. It's like getting your membership revoked from an exclusive club. Here's the backstory. Back in May of 2023, Nasdaq told IMAC they weren't meeting the minimum stockholders' equity requirement. That's a fancy way of saying they didn't have enough assets compared to their debts. They managed to get back in good standing for a while in July of 2024, but then in January of 25, Nasdaq said they were out of compliance again. This time there was no going back because of something called a panel monitor. IMAC tried to argue their case at a hearing in March, but it didn't work. Nasdaq basically said, sorry, you're not meeting our standards. Trading of IMAC stock was suspended on March 26, 2025. This means investors couldn't buy or sell their shares on Nasdaq anymore. That's a big deal because it makes it harder for people to trade the stock, which can drive the price down. The company hopes to get its stock traded on something called the OTCQB. The OTCQB is a lower tier market, like going from a fancy department store to a discount outlet. There's no guarantee they'll be accepted, and if they're not, well, things could get ugly. Without a listing on a major exchange or even the OTCQB, IMAC faces some serious problems. It would be harder to find buyers and sellers for their stock. The stock would become less liquid. Also, it would be tougher for them to raise money in the future by selling more stock. It's like trying to sell your house in the middle of nowhere. For now, IMAC's stock is expected to trade on the OTC Pink market under its current ticker symbol BACK. Think of the OTC Pink market as the Wild West of stock trading. It's less regulated, less transparent, and generally riskier. The OTC Pink market is a much smaller and less active market than Nasdaq. This means it might be harder for investors to buy or sell IMAC stock quickly and at a good price. The price of the stock could also go down even further. IMAC can't guarantee that its stock will continue to trade there or that there will be enough trading activity to make it worthwhile. The move to the OTC Pink market shouldn't affect IMAC's day-to-day business or its obligation to file reports with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. They still need to keep investors informed about what's going on. Scroll forward-looking statement, scroll to now. A quick word about forward-looking statements. Basically, IMAC is saying we're making some predictions about the future, but things could change. These predictions are subject to risks and uncertainties, so don't take them as gospel. The company reminds everyone to read all their filings with the SEC, including their 8Ks, 10Qs, and 10K reports, to get a complete picture of their situation. It's like reading all the chapters of a book, not just the summary. Now let's step back and take a look at the bigger picture. It's never good news when a company gets delisted from a major exchange like Nasdaq. It usually means they're facing some serious financial challenges. In IMAC's case, it seems like they've been struggling to maintain enough stockholders' equity. That's a sign that their assets may not be enough to cover their debts, which could indicate a weakening financial position. The move to the OTC Pink market is a clear downgrade. It's going to be harder for investors to trade their stock and the price could suffer. While the company is hoping to get listed on the OTCQB, there's no guarantee that will happen. Overall, the situation doesn't look great for IMAC Holdings. They're facing financial headwinds and their stock is now trading on a less desirable market. Investors should be cautious and do their homework before making any decisions about this company. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give us a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe out there in the wild world of finance.